Hello, everyone. On today's edition, I am bringing a very controversial story that has to do with the creation of man. I have made a video about the creation of man and the fall of man. You can search my videos and watch it. This one will actually look like a continuation of that story, even though I will be bringing a different angle to this. In the book of Genesis, chapter 1, we have the story of the creation of both man and the earth. My concern now is about the creation of man. In verse 15 of chapter 1, God said, "Let us make man in our image and likeness." And man and woman, he made them. He blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it," and so on and so forth. So it looked like God made this man and woman on the same day. I'm driving to something. Then, coming to chapter 2, in the beginning of chapter 2, it was looking like the continuation of chapter 1 because God said he rested and blessed the seventh day. But towards verse 4, we got a subtitle, Adam and Eve. And then we started reading again the details of a particular garden called Eden being prepared in a special way, and there was detailed account of how the place looks and the rivers that surrounded it. God took man and put him in the garden to work it and to take care of it. Now I started getting confused. Where was the woman? I'm coming. He maybe at this point, man still represents the two of them, right? Moving further, this the same chapter 2 started talking about God forming wild animals and the birds of the sky from the ground. Me, Vivian, with my church mind and other information I got, would believe that this is further explanation too. But then the sharp contradiction was too much. Not just telling us that God now made these animals from the ground. Unlike in verse 1, where we had him saying, "Let there be this." Then Adam was naming the animals. Adam didn't find a suitable helper amongst the animal. Hello. So what happened to the man and woman that he made in chapter 1? In chapter 2, God took Adam to a garden of Eden and gave him instructions to eat all the trees of the garden except a tree of knowledge of good and evil and of eternal life. Eve was not there when this instruction was given. It was only Adam. Then downwards was where God now said, "It's not good for man to stay alone. Let's make him a helper." And then he made him to sleep. And he took bone from his side and made a woman. When Adam woke up, he said, "Now this is a flesh of my flesh, a bone of my bone. She shall be called a woman because she was made out of a man." Why did Adam say, "Now this"? Was it because other animals were made and he didn't find them appealing? Or is it that there is a possibility that that other woman that was mentioned in chapter 1, that was made on the same day as him, was no longer in his life? That woman was given an instruction together with Adam to be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it. Together, they were given the instruction together. I have read so vastly about the creation of man, existence of man, the creation of the world. I have read a lot of Mesopotamian mythology, a lot of Jewish writings and culture. I have also read a lot of Persian and Greek literatures concerning the creation of man. There is an assumption that another woman was first made to be with Adam. Her name was Lilith. But there was power tussle between her and Adam. She didn't submit herself to the authority of Adam. And so they divorced, they separated. She walked away with her children. She already had children with Adam. She walked away with her children. And Adam stayed alone. And that was when God started planning to prepare a garden for Adam and then to make another wife for him. And that was where Eve came in. Research, read. You will find this information everywhere. First of all, in 1979, Lilith Magazine was founded, a Jewish publication that named Lilith as the patron of feminism, a women's group in this modern time. Because this group believed that Lilith was an independent woman who was not controlled by any man, who made her decisions and even selected her sexual partners by herself. That's not just that. Islamic religion got their ablution, kettle and ablution culture from Jewish religion. Jewish religion also do ablutions, and on their ablution kettles and incantation bowls, they have decorations that has pictures of Lilith on it. So many writings, poems written with her name, just like there are so many poems and songs written with the name of Mary. Not just that, I also have read that this Lilith was the serpent in the Bible that sneaked into the Garden of Eden to deceive Eve to eat the fruit that God told them not to eat, because she was still seeing herself as a rival to Eve. So she planned their downfall, basically because she was angry with God. If you remember, most of the pictures where you have eating of the forbidden fruit idea, you will see that the serpents were in many places presented as a feminine character. Okay, it doesn't end here. Some writings also implied that Lilith is the same one that was mentioned in the book of Revelation as the fallen angel that was abandoned on earth to cause havoc. I don't know how true all these are, but all of this information are out there and accessible to anybody that is interested. I am being neutral in my analysis. I am not representing any religion, and I am also not mocking any religion or mocking Bible stories or mocking God in any way. These are some challenges I am having as a human who has been told of this story from when I was a child. I didn't have privileges to ask questions then. I swallowed everything hook, line, and sinker. But right now, I have the right to ask questions about this. So if you have information, if you have further explanation to all of this, if you have opinion concerning this controversy, put them down on the comment section. I am open to discussion and other people will also learn. See you on the next one.